Good afternoon. And it is afternoon. And welcome back. Unless you're east of Manitoba. I don't know where the actual dividing line is between Central Time and Eastern Time. Oh, I think it's in Western Ontario. I have no idea. So, I suppose you heard by now, Canada's lost to Australia this morning in Women's World Cup 4-0. Disappointing end. Yeah, when you see an interview of Jessie Fleming getting emotional, it's like, yeah, that was hard to watch. So also Nigeria beat Ireland. No, actually, Nigeria and Ireland played to a scoreless tie, so Canada gets eliminated. Australia ended up finishing first with 6 points, then Nigeria with 5, Canada with 4, and Ireland with 1. Yeah. So Australia and Nigeria move on. Meanwhile, in Group C, Japan blew out Spain 4-0. Another ouch. An ouch for Canada, now an ouch for Japan. And an ouch for Spain as Japan beat them 4-0. And Zambia beat Costa Rica 3-1. That game was pretty much meaningless for third place. Neither one of them were getting in. Japan and Spain are just for first and second and decided who's playing who in the round of 16. As a result, Sweden will be playing Spain, and Japan will be playing Norway. So there you go. That's on the 5th. And I think that's 5th is Saturday. So tonight, China versus England, Haiti versus Denmark, Portugal versus the United States, and Vietnam versus the Netherlands. So yeah, that's going to be fun. Yeah, so those will be okay, more round of 16 matchups. Ready to do this clue. Yesterday's Final Jeopardy category was National Parks. Yesterday's Final Jeopardy answer was, the haze that gives it its 3-word name doesn't keep visitors from making it our most visited national park. That would be the U.S. Question, what is the Great Smoky Mountains National Park? Great Smoky. Yeah, I would never have gotten that. I'm sorry. And now we end the month of July by beginning the Jeopardy round. Beginner's French for 200. This word for hello is the title of several books on basic French, including one that gives you help from Louise Lescargot. But it's bonjour, isn't it? Isn't it? That's my guess. Isn't bonjour hello? I have absolutely no bloody idea. Shows how much French I do know. Not enough. That is not enough. So I mentioned it's the end of the month. What happened to July? We just had Canada Day to start it. I schedule it to end on Canada Day. I ended up ending the 68 on June 30th. So let's see, there was the All-Star game in wherever the heck it was. I don't even remember anymore. I think it was Seattle. I had a couple no-hitters. This month, CFL really going, and of course the World Cup that just started. The World Aquatics. Oof, I don't even know if well, I think he said he was going to spend a week in Tokyo before coming home, so I just remember reading one of his tweets a while ago. So, yeah, that's what he's doing. Anniversary of sorts. Anybody who was alive in around Edmonton in 1987 will remember the F5 tornado. think it was an F5 tornado. Formerly known was remembered, it's known as Black Friday because July 30th, day of the tornado, July 31st, it was on a Friday. I remember that because family that had just left Leduc for a camping trip and got hung up in one of those line of thunderstorms that stretched from Edmonton to, I think, past Red Deer. I'd like to see a satellite map of that day. About roughly 2:30, 3 o'clock. Because we're gone. It started northwest of Leduc, which we were nowhere near northwest of Leduc. Actually, we're kind of. It was nowhere near the trailer park, so it might have been northeast of Leduc. I can't remember. But yeah. Of course, back in 2014, I was in the middle of my nice little Campbell River vacation. And my birthday was on a Saturday, and it was a nice 40th birthday. So yeah.
All the news, trends, and fun.
So yeah.
Like Beach Radio PA on Facebook.
I don't know what. I don't even remember where I was up, and it got warm. Then it cooled off, and it got warm, and it's been a real warm month. I need to go to the lake. I took a weekend. It's not this coming long weekend, but the weekend after. I decided I'm taking the weekend off. Took a few days off just to get the fuck away, because I just need a break. So yeah. I can't believe I've just finished the 1968 Stanley Cup semifinals. Yeah, which is why I'm clean shaven. I think you can probably tell this right now because I'm now facing the light. Yeah, I was in the shower too. Yeah, Montreal took out Boston. Yeah, between 1943 and 1988, the Boston-Montreal matchup was a bad matchup for Boston. It's not much of a rivalry. It wasn't much of a rivalry when Montreal just kept beating him and beating him and beating him and beating him and beating him. Then 1988 is another bad match for. Oh wait, Boston won. Now you watched the 1988 playoff recap from the hockey guy. He was like, wait, they won? Of course, Boston had that crazy series with New Jersey in the conference finals. Oh boy. There's a series that involved Jim Schoenfeld, I think after Game 3, wanting to go talk with Don Koharski. Didn't really exactly like his officiating. And there was a clip there. You could actually see it. Jim Schoenfeld never touched Don Koharski. He actually lost his balance and fell over. And then Jim Schoenfeld's like, yeah, have another donut, you fat pig. And Schoenfeld gets suspended for Game 4. And then the Devils, Game 4 was also in New Jersey. The Devils decided, we're going to have an injunction to prevent this suspension. Well, none of the officials that were supposed to work that game never knew of that until they seen Jim Schoenfeld's like, oh shit, see ya. They took a while to find a couple replacements, and then it was not a well officiated game. Penalties that were called that normally aren't. Penalties that never got called that should have been. And Boston ends up beating the upstart Devils. Ooh, imagine the New Jersey Devils making the playoffs for the first time in '88, going to the Stanley Cup Finals. It didn't happen, but of course, when New Jersey played Washington, I think in the Patrick Division Final. Oh, Patrick Sundstrom in a 10-8 win over Washington says, I'm going to plonk in 8 points. I think that was a playoff record. That's a record I don't even think Gretzky even got. And then you had Edmonton beating Winnipeg in 5 games, the first time at Winnipeg actually won a playoff game over Edmonton. And then Edmonton with a 4-game sweep over Calgary, which included the overtime shorthanded goal by Gretzky in Calgary in Game 2. And I think it was Game 3, Mario McSorley with the blatant spear on Mike Bullard. I mean, that wasn't a spear, that was a pitchfork. Yeah, Mike Bullard had to clean his testicles out. He got speared down in that particular area and had to spend the night in the hospital and suspended. Martin McSorley, he might have gotten suspended for the few games. I can't remember, but crazy thing was the refs didn't even see. None of the officials saw it. Calgary was howling at the officials, and rightfully so. And Edmonton ended up scoring, which made it even crazier. Is they rightfully gave Marty McSorley a penalty, game in 5 in a game for that. But honestly, they should never allowed They should have just disallowed the goal. But they didn't. Then Edmonton beat Detroit in 5 games. Then Edmonton had that 5-game sweep over Boston. The original Game 4, after Edmonton had just tied it, a blackout. And apparently a passing train had just tripped the transformer, causing the power outage. John Ziegler ended up deciding, we're just gotta suspend that game and have play at the end of the series if we got that far. Send the series back to Edmonton, and Gretzky wins his last cup. So that was a playoff year and a half. And I think I'm done talking because I unexpectedly threw in a story. I could probably talk forever, but I'm gonna stop now. So in the meantime, in between time, stay tuned for the next one.